I like your hair.
Thank you, I like it too. I finished this poem as this lamb was beginning.
New shit.
Very new shit. 16 weeks ago, I became an auntie. After 12 hours of labour, my sister's baby burst forth and broke from tradition by arriving 4 weeks early with a penis. And I know everyone says this, but he is the cutest baby that ever lived. My siblings and parents are showering him in love that he stores in the rolls on rolls that make up his arms and legs. His marshmallow body is pressed from arm to arm, and if I could fit his entire cheeks into my mouth, I would just gobble his little body up. 16 weeks ago is 6 months after my sister told us something was growing in her belly, and 6 months before that she said the same. When nothing came from something, and we silently mourned for a someone that took a little longer to arrive. All those weeks ago, my sister counts the weeks forward to the safety line, and I offer cautious hope and encouragement, but silently I loathe my selfishness because as she tells me of morning sickness and aches and pains, all I can think of is how I reached 11 weeks almost without noticing. My sister tells us something is growing in her body and I feel sick to my stomach. I count every week of her success until she reaches where I failed and passes it. I lay hands on her swollen belly and think of how I emptied my own and I hate myself. Not for my choice, not for regret, not for severing the tie between myself and a man who does not deserve an entry into any one of my poems, but for the pity I hold for myself. It has taken me 10 years to write about my abortion, because it was mine. Because until now, I had nothing but grief. Not for a baby lost, but for the potential I picture every few weeks since. That almost was, that might have been. At 18 and 29 and every year in between, I have pictured a baby girl, because of course I have. And when my nephew was on his way, we all assumed girl. Assumed niece. And as sweet as that boy is, part of me still hopes that maybe one day Victor might have a very profound realization and start going by Vicky, and I will have a niece after all. But it doesn't really matter, because I will see that baby that might have been in every child created by my bloodline. I will hold chubby soft limbs against my chest, against breasts that will never feed and a belly that will never swell. I will break my own heart over and over again, but I will give every part of the mother I might have been to the babies my brothers and sisters will create. I will be Auntie Dolly, Tante Adara, whichever is easiest for tiny mouths to find their ways around, and I will let go of what might have been. I will let go. I will finally let go. Oh.